Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Arrow Season 2.5, Issue 1. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. I am doing my reviews pretty sporadically this week just because I'm near Comic Con, so I'm doing the same thing I did last weekend, where I try to do the comic book reviews, individual reviews as early as possible, but I'm just going to read them throughout the weekend. The Comic Uno episode will be hopefully during the weekend or Monday latest. So just if I have time, I'm going to try to get these reviews up for you. And I mean, it will be up this weekend, but there's no specific time when they're going to be up. So this is the last week I'm doing that. Then we're back to regular schedule. Thank goodness. I like my regular schedule more. It's less chaotic. But yeah, I just had to do that for these 2 weeks. Also, my Kickstarter for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, has been launched. Check that out. Link is annotated. But let's talk about Arrow Season 2.5, Issue 1. Arrowpalooza. We've had like Arrow Season 3 premiere today. I was going to do an Arrow topic video, but might save that. We'll have to see depending on time. Just a lot of Arrow stuff. Now for me personally, I did not like the first Arrow tie-in book. I actually dropped it at a time. But I was also at the time where Season 1 really wasn't that great. And I feel like the Arrow writers are just trying to find their footing of what they were trying to do. So I was like, you know what, just like how Arrow became awesome, maybe this series would become awesome too. So I gave Arrow Season 2.5 a try, and I was really excited to read it also because I'm just a big Arrow fan. So if you don't know, this is between Season 2 and Season 3. So you're not spoiling anything with Season 3, but there is like a 5-month gap between these two seasons. So you get to see maybe stuff happen with the Malcolm and, you know, how Roy became Arsenal, a little bit more powerful than he is. And he was in Season 2, and obviously in this premiere tonight, he knew his moves. So, how did he learn that? I think we're definitely getting that more here. How did Quentin become captain? We're going to get a lot of those answers, even though they don't need to be told. It's very interesting if you're an Arrow fan to tie that in. And at first, before I even start talking about the story, I think that's really smart, the way they did that. Just because I feel like a lot of TV show titles have a hard time with what the hell they want to do with their tie-ins if they have a tie-in opportunity. You know, Vampire Diaries, there's so many, the list goes on, that tie-ins just don't work. Even Flash, honestly, I read the first issue and I still don't understand why they have a tie-in. And Season 1 of Arrow, I just felt like it was too early to have a tie-in. Best tie-in I've ever read was Young Justice. Why? Because it filled in the blanks. It didn't really tell a story you needed for the TV show. You don't need to read the comic to watch the TV show. But if you love the show and you want to see these stories enhanced and stories that are implied and you want to see a little background on it, that's a perfect tie-in. I see Arrow going that direction. That's what Young Justice did. So it's great to say it's on the level of Young Justice of how they tied in their books. So again, I think that's the best tie-in I've ever read for a TV show that was ongoing. And still writing a great comic that was interesting and worth buying. So what happened in this issue is that we see Oliver and Roy team up trying to get these drug lords and trying to get this drug off a plane. And Roy gets shot. And Oliver feels it's all his fault that he got shot, and he doesn't really know what to do about that. And then after that, we get to see some other character stories. There's this guy, we see his background story of his parents dying, he didn't have the best home life, and we see that he's become homeless, and, you know, his life in shambles, and this guy's like, let's go to this church. And the cliffhanger is that Brother Blood has returned. Obviously, it's not the Brother Blood we know from Season 2 because he died, but who is this new Brother Blood? I'm really interested in that. And also you get to see Laurel's story where she's trying to help her father. We'll see them bond, but also she calls Sarah, so if you saw the season premiere, don't want to spoil it for you, but if you did, you might be really happy to see Sarah here, and see more of Sarah. I'm just going to say that. But what did I think about this issue? I loved it. I thought it was really good because, you know, I just watched the Season 3 premiere, and I thought the dialogue was so similar. I felt like I was watching an episode, and I never felt that with that first book, that first Season 1 book. I just remember feeling bored and not knowing why they were telling a story about China White or any of these characters, and I remember just not caring. And they didn't really know what to do with their tie-ins. But with this book, they're focusing on the heroes and telling stories that we're interested in. And again, do you need it to watch the show? No, but you would never know about this Brother Blood story that's going to be really cool to flesh out. And who is this Brother Blood? Maybe you don't need to know for the show, but it's a really interesting story within the Arrow universe. More Laurel and Sarah interaction. Roy becoming Arsenal, becoming that fighter we saw in the season 3 premiere. Maybe some Thea and Malcolm, which I'd be really happy to see some Thea and Malcolm there. I hope we get to see Thea and Malcolm. But overall, I just really like the issue. It's just a really great tie-in. Loved it. I gave it a 4.5. I was really impressed by this issue. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rent Situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. Don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to back up the Kickstarter of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.